Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. I hope you've all had a great start to your weekends. Today we've got a video that I am extremely excited to be delivering. If you are interested in buying or selling cryptocurrencies or investing in the crypto space, pay attention to this video because this is going to help you. I'm going to show you an indicator with 100% accuracy rate that you can drop into your Bitcoin chart, and this will give you a good indication of when to buy and sell Bitcoin and crypto as a whole. As we know, the market is still largely tethered to Bitcoin. We're also going to be re-reviewing some patterns that we previously looked at in previous videos that are all screaming that a explosion for Bitcoin's price and the cryptocurrency market as a whole is coming, and in fact we have now made the first step on that journey. So strap yourselves in, guys. Please watch in full, share this video about, and like, comments are always extremely appreciated, and get subscribed to one of the realest YouTube channels that there is when it comes to cryptocurrencies. So where I want to start, guys, is reviewing patterns that I believe we are currently in for Bitcoin. We're also going to take a quick look at the total money in, and then we're going to overlay this indicator that, like I said, has a 100% hit rate so far in terms of accumulating and selling Bitcoin, and it's largely comparable to the cryptocurrency space as a whole. So this is the pattern that I believe you're in, guys. I think you're in a head and shoulders pattern, a reverse head and shoulders pattern for Bitcoin. What I'm going to do very quickly again is flip the charts. Lots of people don't do this, but you should be flipping your charts. If you look at the charts one way and they point in one direction, flip it and see if that's mirrored on the other side. This is a flipped Bitcoin chart. This, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely a head and shoulders that we are now in. This has a breakout target to, I think, 76, 77k plus. I actually think you're going to overperform that. This is one pattern that we are in of many that I'm going to show you. This was previously when we first initially tweeted it. You can see we hadn't quite broken. This, of course, is Bitcoin flipped. This is the normal Bitcoin chart. We hadn't quite made that move up, which we have now made. So we're on that journey. I will put the Bitcoin chart back in to its normal positioning. You also have a cup and handle structure. This is your handle here, guys, that you have now broken out of. The target to this cup and handle, roughly, if you just bear with me, I'm going to do this very rough. I didn't really plan on giving you a target for the cup and handle, but a very rough target, guys, before we get into the indicator that I'm very excited about delivering to you. Where are we? Puts us in round about that 78 to 80k range. So all roads are leading to Jerusalem. It's looking good, guys. There's also a kind of bump and ride pattern here. Very typical when you come up and you try and sort of take out a previous high, that you'll fall short of it before setting up structure and seeing that continuation. You also have that at play. Quickly, let's jump in. I hope you guys are getting excited. You might not be able to hear the excitement in my voice because I look at these charts all day, but I am exceptionally excited. I'm looking forward to the future, and I think you guys should be too. We live in such a grim, miserable world at times, certainly with everything that's happened in the past 2 years. Hopefully crypto is bringing a little bit of joy into you and your family's lives and is going to benefit you in the right way. This is the total money in the cryptocurrency space. We've called this a head and shoulders, a cup and handle structure. These are your cup and handle structures, by the way, for some examples. Can you see this, guys? Show you plenty of examples of cup and handle structures. Go and look at these charts for yourself. Tell me if you see it. Look at what cup and handle structure is. On balance of probabilities, it breaks to the upside. This is essentially what you're looking at. Also, if we invert this chart, you do somewhat, it's not as, we love to leave the draw tool on in our videos. You guys will know that. Let's get a little bit more precision on this chart. You also have a bit of a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, weaker right shoulder, by the way, guys, which is the kind of precursor for a head and shoulders actually playing out. If you're already showing weakness in your right shoulder, you know, and this is obviously inverted, so this flip back on to its normal positioning is also screaming the same thing. Now, the indicator that I want to share with you today was created by a man called Francis Hunt. He goes by the name of the Crypto Sniper. He is one of the only YouTubers that I actually watch, one of the people that I keep very up to date with on what he's saying on Twitter. This is a guy that has proved himself right time and time again. He's been in crypto, I think, for 4 years or so. Somebody that I'm a big fan of and that I pay attention to what he says. And he's created this indicator that is a net accumulation and sell indicator based on, I think, the 4 largest buyers of Bitcoin and the 4 largest sellers. And this gives you a indicator to kind of suggest whether you should go long or short. And this indicator so far has had 100% accuracy. I'm going to show you where to find it. If you're not already following him on Twitter, guys, this was a tweet that he posted earlier. We retweet a lot of his stuff because he's very spot on. His technical analysis has real substance to it. The vast majority of technical analysis on YouTube, and I'm sorry to do this to many of you guys out there, is regurgitated. Notice how everyone's saying the same thing. It's just regurgitated. Anybody can look at a chart and do basic TA and regurgitate that to you. Whereas what this guy does is he comes up with reasoning. There's method to his madness, which is something that we aspire to do. And this is the indicator. Like I say, if you're not already following him on Twitter, guys, head over to the Crypto Sniper. He's also got the Market Sniper, where he talks about traditional assets. He called the oil short and long very, very nicely. And also he's got the Reset Sniper, where he talks about world events. One of his channels I'm probably most a fan of. So let's drop this indicator into the BTC chart. Let's also just clear the chart first. So we've given you your first couple of bullish indicators. First couple, there's plenty, and there's actually more than that, guys, that I'm not going too much into detail with. We're going to drop this to a logarithmic scale. If you go on the weekly scale, it does work, but the data I don't think is uploaded. Go to indicators and type in Hunt. You will get the Hunt Bitcoin COT buy and sell signal. Here we are. It will give you a little key with it to kind of suggest what's going on. We'll kind of go over it as we go through. What I want you to do is drop your chart to the daily, because you have this signal pop up here. Notice on the weekly we don't have it. I just assume that the data hasn't quite uploaded, but if we drop it to the daily, you can see that we have that long signal that we're pretty excited about. And this indicator has had 100% track record. Let me just show you that very quickly. Let's get the arrow tool. So you can see here, this was the first long that you got. It was spot on. These are super long. The light green, the kind of duller green is marginally long or long, not super long, and then your kind of light colored red is short, and your darker colored red is super short, and the orange is for caution. So you can see the first indicator that we got way back in March 19 was a long indicator. The price then did exactly that. Here you have short indicators. If you look at what the price did from them, it went short. If you look at this here, and these are accumulation indicators, by the way. These aren't necessarily, I suppose potentially you could trade them. Remember, this isn't out there as financial advice. This is just an indicator that he's been very kind to make publicly accessible for everybody to help them in their kind of decision making. It shouldn't be your sole reason for making decisions, but this indicator has had pretty much 100% hit rate to date, guys. And I'll show you how to bring it back up in the chart. So this is your 1 was right, 2 and 3 were right with your shorts. You've got a long here, and then here you've got a caution. The largest shorts, 4 largest longs equal 45 in the largest. So essentially this is telling you to be careful. And then of course we had the March 2020 dump, which was a beautiful call. You then got a long indicator from here, which was a fantastic call. Then you got this mega long indicator here. And by the way, guys, for those of you who think that this data might have been kind of re-added into the charts, having hindsight as a gift now, it's not the case. I've been following this. I've been following Francis for a while on all of his channels, and he's been very, very spot on, and this indicator has been spot on to date. So that was your long, and now we've had 2 signals here. You had this long here. Remember, these are net accumulation, so we'll talk about that in a second. You've had a long here. Of course, you have come up to the upside. You did endure a little bit of downside, but it's very marginal. Remember, this goes on the 4 largest buyers and sellers and what they're doing, and gives you an indicator as a result. And right here, guys, look at this for a long. Can you see this? And this is a net accumulation indicator. So this is what you want to be looking at as a kind of hodler. I think this is brilliant. I think the proof's in the pudding here, guys, really, with what you're looking at. And I hope that you guys are going to find this some benefit. None of this credit in regard, obviously, the patterns that I've shown you previously. That's the TA that we've done ourselves. But none of what I'm showing you right now is really accredited to me. This is a guy called Francis Hunt, who goes by the Crypto Sniper. And this is his indicator on TradingView that he's allowing everybody to use for free. And it's absolutely been spot on to date. In regards to this, can you see how you went a little bit lower here? You had the kind of net long here. You went a little bit lower. Remember, there's a lot of manipulation in markets. Same way you had a long here as an accumulation, but you actually came down. Well, if you look at where this was an actual long at, how many of you guys would have loved to have bought Bitcoin at $6,552? I mean, you'd have done exceptionally well for yourself. All these longs on an accumulation basis have been absolutely spot on, and until it's proven wrong, there's reason to believe it's going to continue. That is the majority of what I have for you in this video. Very excited to share this with you. Please drop this into your charts. Go over to your indicator, type in Hunt, and you will get Hunt, Bitcoin, cart, buy and sell, and you also get some more data. It kind of looks like a bit of an RSI chart underneath, but I didn't want to overcomplicate things. This simple indicator has been absolutely spot on so far. When you couple that with the structure that we're seeing across the board, not only for Bitcoin, not only for the total money in crypto, but for our individual altcoins, I mean, things are looking amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I actually still can't believe people aren't talking about this head and shoulders that I'm calling for Bitcoin, this reverse head and shoulder, that it is going to play out. People will talk about it a bit later on. I won't get any credit for it. I've not seen anybody else talking about it. Not that I want credit. What I want is for you guys to make money and have a nice, happy life. That is all I have for you in this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. If you've enjoyed the content, a like is always appreciated. So is a comment, and I look forward to seeing you each in the next YouTube video. Remember, the Crypto Sniper, he is the guy that has ultimately come out. He's got his own video, which I'll leave a link for in the description. Great video. Explains it potentially better than me, or does explain it better than me. And yeah, good year ahead of us, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to enjoy this journey with you. I look forward to seeing you all in the next YouTube video. Plenty of videos coming out after this. We've got CARDANO one, potentially another VECHAIN one, and we might do an altcoin one and altcoins we've accumulated during this time period to help you guys diversify a little bit in your portfolios. That is really all I have for you guys. Have a fantastic Saturday, and I'll catch you in the next one.